are we basically saying gentrification is okay in a black neighborhood as long as the culture is kept?
That's a good question. Gentrification, we all know gentrification it's going to happen. But it's all about the rate, and it's also about how you treat gentrification. I think a lot of that happened in the 90s and the early 2000s was the one thing you hear over and over again, I didn't know that was going on. How did that get up? How did they not get our approval? Why do we need that here? We don't need that here. We need this A, B, C, and D. That is the healthy gentrification. It's all about people. There are more people who have moved to have more access to capital than other people. It's about how you use that capital. It's disheartening to me when I see over the years where I've seen, I'm like, we needed lights just for so long. Basic lights over the park or more trash can, basics. And then all of a sudden it's everywhere. And I'm like, didn't you hear us talking about it at the meetings for the last 5 years? I think there's a healthy way of gentrification. It's going to happen because people see places to invest into, which then bring along other people. And then there's a change of incomes in your neighborhood. But I think it can be done healthy. There's also deals done behind the table. We don't get the information. We get the information late. Mm-hmm. And you got to hold people responsible to what they want. You have to say, I don't need that. We need those schools fixed. Why are you sending your kids downtown? These schools are good right here. We need preschools. We need after daycare. We need senior. I think our what is a disgrace is, excuse me, senior programs. We may not be seniors now, but you will be. And your seniors are there now. And those programs they had are helpful, and I think those are the community that needs the most help and vocalizing. But you got to be at the game. You got to be at the table. If you can't get in the table, tell someone else to get there for you. But I think deals are happening. We're late. I'm not saying we don't want to be there, but we got to get there. We got to get the information. Yes.
So what would you say are maybe a few major barriers to groups being included in gentrification? I guess ideally black people in this, I guess Lower Harlem, also know predominantly black areas. So the fear is being left out, being excluded. So what are barriers that can be overcome to now residents who've been here for years can say, wow, gentrification is happening and we're benefiting. It's something that we're a part of. What barriers would you say?
You're saying how can we benefit from it? Or are you saying how can we
how,
get over the barriers?
Yes, the barriers that divide who does and does not benefit from gentrification.
Well, I have a friend here who's in the audience. I'm going to use her as a prime example. She wants to open up a business, and she's been talking about it for a long time. And she will open up her business, but she's got to wait for the right time. But she is Newark, and her business is valuable. And so she couldn't, maybe 5 years ago wasn't the time that she could get her business off the ground, but maybe now is the time because her business is valued. Maybe it wasn't valued back then, deemed profitable. But she gains in the gentrification because she stuck around for it and she's done her homework. But she's got to stick with it because now's the time that Newark will have her business. That's easy to say, but you have to talk to Carol. You got to talk to this lady and say, what groups are you in? Because there are groups out there that sometimes I'm like, oh, I didn't know that group was going on. Power is in numbers. And if you don't speak up and they don't see that there's a fight, oh, they didn't come to the meeting. Oh, you know what? There are actually 5,000 people that came out that day. They are irate about that store. You got to be present. I'm not saying this is easy, but you got to stick around too. You can't go to West Orange. You got to stay in Newark. That's really important too. A lot of us left. You have to stay in here now, so that 10 years from now you say, you know, I stayed, and my son is here, and I have a daughter here. Your being and your sticking around is huge, because you only and I'm talking also about there's a new migration pattern. Blacks moving down to the South. They've came up here for their jobs. They've retired, and our dollar's not going far. They're going back down south. And so you have an opportunity. You could say, you know what, I'm done with Newark. I'm leaving. I can't make it here. But so when you leave, somebody will come right back in your spot and say, you know what, that apartment is cheap. I'm gonna take his spot because he's not here. That's one less black person here. You're big. You are big. You know what I'm saying? You are valued in your number. So I say to you all, stay in Newark and build up Newark. Because once 20, 30, 40, 50 you all leave, where's the stories? Where's the young black man that was here? Oh, he left. Your value, you yourself as a person, just like churches. And I say that because I had a screening at a church about their population and how they were one of the oldest Episcopal churches in Harlem. They're still there. If they're not there, it's another plaque on the wall. I mean, I know that's really easy to say, but I'm just trying to break it real, you know. I mean, is the lady in the back, yeah?
I had a question about affordability just in general, because what I've noticed is that it's just not happening vis-a-vis gentrification, but it's happening with affordability, particularly in New Jersey with property taxes. So
Oh, you're high,
I know
you're so
a friend
high.
of mine, her parents are moving to South Carolina because it's tax friendly and their pension can help them live. And so they're maybe 3 or 4 generations living in South Orange, and they have to leave. You know, this was a family home that had been passed down, and she says that they're leaving because they just can no longer, they can't use their pension and Social Security to pay property taxes. So while they are not African American or Hispanic or Asian, they too are being pushed out by this invisible yet visible affordability institutionalization that's happening.
That's well. Also, and that's a good. Well, yeah, I know you said this person is an African American, but it's another point on affordability as you retire and where you work so hard, and here it is. I can't stay here because what I made is not keeping up with what's the average right here. And that's a sad reality. I mean, that's a sad truth on. When you're at an income where you have fixed income, there's nothing more I can't get anymore. So that's a sad truth. Yes,
Well,
ma'am.
there are things that people can do about taxes. I know the NAACP in Irvington is having a workshop this week, I think it's Wednesday, about tax appeals. All the corporations go and get taxes reduced. And people can do that. We did it in the old days, like I'm talking 30 years ago, and I guess people are still doing it. And there's other ideas for taxes now to help people stay in their homes, especially senior citizens. And some of that stuff involves making the mayor and the council decide that they want to help the people that are living here instead of just the people that are coming in. And it's a real fight. And we have people like those at Terrell Homes Public Housing right now fighting because a new park got built along the river, which I was part of in doing that. It took us 20 years to get that park. Now the park comes in, and the next minute the housing authority tells those women who have been there for generations, you have to leave. And for 2 years they fought it, and they're still fighting it, and they're still there, and they are in the fight of their lives. And they don't want to move. And, you know, how can we need to be helping with stuff like that so that our communities can stay where they're rooted. So it's very tough. The amenities come in, like you said, the street lights and the nice things come in, and then what happens? Who are they for? That's a very excellent question. They should be for everybody, not just the new people, and not, they should be for the old people and the new people.
So, was this till 8 or 8:30? I want to make mindful of time.
It's 8:03, so we can take a